Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Rex and this is part 16 of Shadow of the Colossus. We're finally in the end of the game and we're gonna be killing the last Colossus in Shadow of the Colossus. It's a pretty exciting moment actually. Let's see first where we have to go. Alright. For this boss though, you might not want to follow your light straight up, because the light is gonna lead you back to the first boss that you see there. And we actually want to go behind that, behind the entire mountain. So we're gonna go through this spot where we went before to fight the, what was it? Was it the chameleon? I believe it was a chameleon. The first one that threw those lasers was through here, so we're gonna go through the same spot to get to the last boss that we want to go. And but yeah, it's a pretty exciting moment killing the last one finally, after 16 episodes. Finally finishing the game. But you know, I want to take the time because the road is a little far, so I want to take this time to, I guess, just say how much I actually do enjoy this game. And I know I have said it before, but now that we're in the end of the game, I don't know, it just feels like it's it feels worth mentioning that I've had a tremendous time doing this series for you guys, the entire Shadow of the Colossus walkthrough. And for those of you who've spent the time to watch every single episode of the entire series, you know, I guess I want to say thank you, and I hope that I continue pleasing your eyes in the near future. But hopefully there are some of you who do enjoy this game like I do, and have very fun memories of this game. And I know that this game is not gonna give me much views, like in comparison with my other videos, but honestly I'm not doing this for the views. Like this specific series, Shadow of the Colossus, I'm not doing it for the views because I know I'm not gonna get many views in this series. I'm just doing it because honestly, like this channel is a piece of me, right? This channel, MrRhexx, is like everything that I'm gonna be doing in this channel is gonna be a reflection of me and of the things that I like, the things that I don't like, my opinions, and you know, things of that nature. And having that without this game just wouldn't make any sense at all, because honestly, like, again, I'm gonna mention it again, this game is such an important part of my gaming life. So I thought that it'd be wrong to not have this game in my channel at all. And yeah, I guess that's really the main reason why I wanted to have this game. But let's have a sweet jump here. I love those jumps. But let's stop here. So we get this little wall with this door, and we can't go through. What we have to do is point the light towards that little energy spiral in there, and it opens. Simple as that. It's really simple puzzle there, nothing too big and fancy, but it's nice either way. But we'll get into this little canyon here, and we're actually getting close to where we have to go, so let's go up here. Hopefully our horse is not gonna be a bitch about it. Come on. But yeah, we're gonna jump this little bridge here, and That's one of the saddest parts in gaming history, man. Such a sad part, really. It's really sad because honestly, like, the only partner that we have had in the entire game, like, since the very beginning of the game, we haven't had the chance to really interact with any other visible character, right? So we have Dormin, which is that creature that's helping us revive Mono, but we never see him, and it's just like a voice in the altar. We don't really know anything about it. And then we have Mono, which is dead, laying on the altar, which obviously we cannot talk to. So our only real partner during this entire struggle has always been that horse. The only, you know, companion that we've had, the only person that we've had like any help from, really, has been him. And you know, seeing him fall over there has always been such an emotional part in, I guess, in gaming, like in my own gaming history. I don't know about you guys, but it's always been a pretty strong moment for me. But we just have to hike. That's just saw me doing, and it's a pretty straightforward road. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Just follow the trail, and the hang spots, just gotta follow them. But you're gonna be reaching this little outside part here. That's where we came from. And I just like the wind effect on my cloak and everything. It's really nice. It's like a nice, like a wallpaper, just like that. But let's go up here. Again, it's pretty obvious. The road is simple enough to follow. We just keep hiking here. But once we touch the floor, I present to you guys the hardest, the biggest, and the overall hardest boss in the game. The 16th and last Colossus. And yeah, I know I said hardest twice, but as you can see, he's definitely the biggest. He's just colossal in stature. But we cannot really get close to him. Just let's see what happens. He's gonna shoot that laser, and it's gonna hit you for quite a bit. Now the thing is, we cannot evade those lasers. There's nothing we can do about them if we decide to just go straight up towards him. The only thing that we can do is block them with whatever armor that we can get behind. Like any kind of debris, any kind of wall that we can find is what we have to use to get close to him. So we're gonna be using these tunnels to again get close to him. Now let's go up here. And this is the first phase of the battle. It's just like getting close to him, and it's a really hard part as well. You see that he can shoot those lasers in rapid succession, so that can happen. That's what happens if you try to like run really fast from him. You have to be really careful at every single point during the first phase of the battle, or that's going to happen. But let's just let's do it seriously now. Let's try to not get hit again. It would be awesome if I can do this in one take, because it's a really hard battle. So let's be careful. And now this part. Oh, that was so close. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Like, my guy got stuck on the little edge there and didn't want it to go through. I thought that definitely should have hit me. But let's see. Just gonna continue up here. Again, the road is pretty straightforward. Like, as long as you follow the walls and the cover, you should have no trouble finding your way. And this part might be a little tricky, because it might bug out and let you fall. So you just have to be careful on that. Like that, you just have to be really careful not to do those a miss jump or anything like that. Just make sure to stay close to the wall at any time, because if you do get a little farther away, he will be able to see you and shoot you. And we obviously want to avoid that, because one hit can pretty much kill you if it throws you off, because it's really easy for it to knock you down to the precipice. So you just have to be really careful about that. So let's try to keep close to the edge here so he doesn't see us. Really careful. This is the hardest part now in this first phase, because he's just not gonna stop shooting at you, and it's a pretty far away. You see there that it's gonna be pretty tough for me to make it, and he's just not gonna stop shooting. So let's go. There you go. It's all about timing. You really have to time it really well, because if you just run without waiting for him to do that last shot, he's just gonna charge at you and shoot you exactly at the time that you leave. So you gotta be careful. But that first phase is over, which is the real annoying part. So phase 2. So as you can tell, it seems that he was kind of like in construction, or at least it seems like he was in construction and that he was left off like that. One can guess that he was probably like supposed to be the ultimate weapon or the ultimate Colossus, just because he's obviously the biggest one of all, but at the same time he was so massive that they didn't really finish him. And obviously he has the strongest attack of them all, which is crazy. And it's even crazy that this is the hardest fight and he's not even moving. Like, he's the hardest fight and he doesn't even have to move. Imagine if he would like have the ability to move and all that. That would be crazy. But at this point it's just climbing. That's all that you have to do. Just climb through the well, whatever you can call this little fixtures on him. All you really have to do is just climb until you get to the waist. And at this point, that's really all that you're going to be doing until the end of the fight. It's climbing all the way to his head. Oops, gotta be careful on there. The camera is also going to be a bitch in this fight, because it's going to be really hard for you to control it, and it's going to try to do whatever it wants to do. So now that we are on his waist, we just want to get around it, and you'll find a patch of hair and a weak point. So let's go ahead and hit this, and we're gonna trigger this. He's gonna reach out to his back to see what's wrong with his back. Let's just wait for his hand to go out and then go back in, and we can jump on it. That's what you're supposed to do. Now he's gonna bring his arm up until he can see it, like this. And this is gonna be our shot to try to move through his wrist. Let's just wait for the right opportunity. It's gonna be really hard. This is one of the hardest parts in the entire fight, just because the camera is not very forgiving. So you will see the camera just moving around, trying to make it impossible for you to move. And you just have to make the right timing for it. But as soon as you get that right timing, let's see. Oh, it's pretty tough. It's really tough, especially since I don't wanna just fall down. So let's try to get a nice grab here, and then run. Gotta run really fast because he's gonna move his arm and it's gonna unbalance you. But while you reach here, it's wise to just take a rest until you regain a little bit more of your stamina. But once you do, then it's pretty obvious. Just gotta hit it here. And he's gonna reach his arm out to see what's going on. Then you grab on that. It's a pretty cinematic fight, which is pretty cool. There's different things that you have to do to finally get on top of it, so that's really nice. But once you're here, just hit him again. You don't have any weak points, so you have to figure that out by yourself. But once you do that, he's gonna bring his arm up to see what's wrong. Hit him again, and it's gonna do it like this. Now that you're finally up, you have to use your sword to find this next weak point. Once you find that, you grab your arrow and you hit it. He's gonna bring his arm there because it hurts him, and all you have to do is climb up and jump. Really simple, really straightforward. But once we're here, all that you have to do is hit him on the head. But before I do that, I guess this is going to be the end of the playthrough. So I guess I want to say a thank you to all of you guys who stayed until the end, who watched every single part of this playthrough, and hope you guys stay tuned for whatever other playthrough I decide to put in. It's probably going to be a while before I... Oh, come on, let me hit you, man. It's probably going to be a while before I do another playthrough, because I'm gonna be focusing a lot on just main videos, like epic, awesome stuff from many different games. So it might be a while before I make another playthrough, but it would be nice if, for those of you who did stay till the end and watch every single episode, it would be awesome if you guys would put in the comment section, like, whatever, like if you want me to play a new game, whatever game that you want me to play, just put it there in the comments. I'll be like reading those in the next few weeks and making my decision of whether I'm gonna make a new playthrough and what game should I be playing. So for those of you interested, you can go ahead and do that. And the next thing that I want to say is that I will not be posting the ending in this video. I'll actually be making a separate video to make the ending, and that video is going to be unlisted. I'm not going to actually upload it to the subscription box. So if you want to see it, just click on the link in the description that I'll post, and if you want to see the ending, of course. Now the reason why I've been doing that and I'm not just simply uploading it is because... Oh wait, I'm pretty weak in my stamina here, so let's just take a little rest here. The reason for that is that, again, for those of you who didn't know, and repeating myself for those of you who did know, I'm actually playing this on an emulator. I'm not playing this on the PlayStation 2. And well, the reason for that is that I don't have a PlayStation 3, and I wanted to play this HD to, you know, give it to you guys HD. So that's the main reason. But what that means though, and the problem that brings, is that there are a lot of bugs in the emulator. The emulator is not perfect, so in the ending, specifically in the ending, there are a bunch of graphical issues and problems that arises that just makes it look ugly and just overall not really nice to watch. I mean, it's nice because the ending is really nice, but I don't know, I guess there's a standard of quality that I like to maintain for my channel, and the graphical anomalies are way beyond that. So for those of you who are interested, just click on the link below. For those of you who aren't, then, well, you don't have to worry about it. But with that said, let's just go ahead and end this playthrough and finally kill the last Colossus. One more and that's it, guys. The last Colossus is done. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. It's been a pleasure doing this Let's Play / walkthrough for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time.